My name is Sue Johnson, and I live in St. Ansgar with my husband Dick. I have two brothers and a sister that live in the Minnesota, Wisconsin area. And I worked for 30-some years at St. Ansgar Mutual, Farmers Mutual in Osage, and I retired two and a half years ago. I was diagnosed in January of 2010. It was just a bewildering news to me to find out that I have this. My mother's side never had breast cancer, but my dad's side had. And so I thought, well, since it's on my dad's side, I won't get it. I usually have a mammogram and my physical the first part of the year, and I had made my regular appointment with Betty Kreiner up at St. Ansgar Clinic. And as she was doing the breast exam, she felt something, and she says, "Have you felt this?" And I said, "No." So she got my hand and put it on the lump. And I said, I would have never guessed that was anything besides my breast. And so within a matter of time, she had me scheduled for a mammogram down here with the radiologist that next day. And I came down, had my mammogram, and the radiologist read it, and we did an ultrasound. And by the following week, I was scheduled for a biopsy in Mason City. And it just went so fast, and I went in for my biopsy, and I knew Betty was going to go on vacation, and I said, well, just call and tell me, because I'll be fine with either way of the news. Unbeknownst to me, Betty didn't leave until after she found out. So they called me at work, and I wasn't fine. And she said, everything will be taken care of. So the 1st of February, I had my lumpectomy. I was stage 3. It was infiltrating ductal carcinoma. Then I had to have a drain tube, and I had that for almost a month. We decided to go with the chemo for 4 months, and then 3 months of radiation. It was just unbelievable, the community support we had during this time. In November, I will be cancer-free for 5 years, and I hope. I really think it's important that every woman gets checked for breast cancer with a mammogram every year, because you just never know. I never knew that I was going to have breast cancer. My breast, to me, felt fine, and the only way they could find out was through a mammogram and through your physician or physician assistant to feel it. And I can't stress that enough, how important it is that every woman needs to be checked, no matter what their age. I know it starts at 40, but it should be continuous every year until I don't know when. I have 6 or 7 nieces, and I just really think that to have this new technology would be really great for anybody, for the women of the county, for the state. It's just going to be a wonderful asset to everybody. Because it's more like a individual slides of every piece of your tissue, and if you have dense breasts, it'll catch it faster, because if you have really dense breasts, the shading sometimes looks like cancer, but it really isn't, and this way it'll really show if it's cancer or not. Just have your mammograms every single year, because you just never know when cancer might strike.